It's here. It's finally here. We finally have it. The official Star Wars The Force Awakens poster. And we have a trailer, the first official trailer that's not a teaser trailer, coming for Star Wars The Force Awakens tomorrow, Monday. But I'm not just making this video because I'm excited about the poster and excited about The Force Awakens. I'm also making it because there is a lot to soak in with this poster, including this big orb in the background. Something that kind of looks like a Death Star. But we'll get to that. The first and most obvious thing that strikes out at you from this poster is how classic Star Wars it is. It is quintessential Star Wars. It's nailed. And of course, as most Star Wars posters, you have the dark side of the Force and the light on either side of the poster. And speaking of how you have the dark side and the light side, you have Rey in the middle, as she has been in most of these official Star Wars releases. She has been between the light and the dark side of the Force. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, or if us Star Wars fans are reading too much into it, but I feel like that's some kind of symbolism there, and it's really nice how they have her staff parallel with Kylo Ren's saber. Will she kind of flip between the sides? Is she a double agent? I don't know. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. And at the bottom of the poster in the middle, you have Captain Phasma, the leader of the First Order troopers. Now, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler. I feel like it might be, so skip to this timestamp if you don't want to hear this. And timestamp is there, timestamp is there. Okay, now I'm going to talk about it. Again, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I'm pretty positive that I would have not known that Captain Phasma was a woman until I watched the movie, unless she speaks in the trailer that's coming tomorrow. But wow, I did not know that. That is so badass. I don't think we've ever had a female Stormtrooper. Obviously, we couldn't have had a female clone trooper, but that is just so cool. We got a female Stormtrooper of the First Order that's a captain leading the other First Order troopers, and she looks goddamn badass, and that is epic. I love her metallic armor. She is looking great. The First Order Stormtroopers on either side of her are looking great. You can see some of the variations. You see some of the Flame Troopers. You see the regular Stormtroopers. I think I see a few heavy artillery Stormtroopers. And also what looks to be an updated E11 blaster with some nice white accents. They are looking amazing. And I think that Captain Phasma actually has metallic accents on her E11 blaster. On the right side of the poster, we see the Millennium Falcon fleeing from TIE fighters, and it looks like these are specialist First Order TIE fighters pursuing the Millennium Falcon. Above them, we see the Finalizer. The Finalizer is the Star Destroyer that was made approximately 30 years after the Battle of Endor by the First Order. Now, I don't think we actually know the scale of the First Order Finalizer Star Destroyer yet, but looking at it from this angle, it would appear as if the original Star Destroyer's size is kind of represented in that imprint, and then you can see how much bigger it is by the expanded tip of the arrow. If that is an appropriate sense of scale, then that is mind-blowing and amazing, but also makes sense because it seems as if the Empire does not have the resources they once did. They can't just build a humongous Death Star, a humongous space station in the middle of space. So it would make sense that they would actually expand on their Star Destroyers and use them as mobile, humongous bases of operation and just fit everything they can inside of them. On the left side of the poster, we can see two T-70 Resistance X-Wing fighters fleeing from an explosion. This explosion, I wonder what it is, because it looks like it's a little larger than an explosion a TIE fighter could make, but I could be wrong. It looks like they're pretty far away from the explosion. Like the X-Wings are close to the camera, and the explosion's far in the background, but I could be wrong about the scale. It may not even be a scene from the movie. It could just be something cool. Anyway, what I love so much about the T-70 fighter in The Force Awakens is how closely it resembles the original concept art for the X-Wing done by Ralph McQuarrie. I love Ralph's work. Like, his concept art is the epitome of sci-fi for me. That's what I feel like. When I think of sci-fi and futuristic stuff, I think of his concept art. So I'm really glad that they didn't go the route of the prequels and just, like, I don't know, redid the X-Wing from the ground up. Instead, they made the classic X-Wing even more classic by designing it around Ralph's original concept art. It is sleek, it is thin, and it looks like it could pack a wallop. It looks amazing and extremely aerodynamic. And I'm sure a question many of you have is, where is Luke? He's not in the middle of the poster. We'll be talking about those characters in the middle of the poster in a minute. He's not in the middle of the poster. Where is he? Is he Kylo Ren? 30 years after the Battle of Endor, did he start to see what the Empire was fighting for? Did he start to agree with the Empire? I don't know. Nobody knows. Maybe the trailer tomorrow will give us some hints, but in any case, he is strangely absent. In the middle of the poster, we're seeing a lot of familiar faces and a few new ones. We've got Han Solo, Princess Leia Organa, C-3PO, R2-D2, Chewbacca. No explanation needed there, but the new characters we have are Poe Dameron, an ace pilot. He is the leader of the Resistance fight against the evil First Order. He flies a modern X-Wing fighter, the T-70 of course. And then to his left we have BB-88, which is just a spherical, loyal astromech droid of the Resistance pilot Poe Dameron. So that's his little buddy right there. That's the new R2-D2. That thing is gonna sell like hotcakes during Christmas. Have you seen those toys? It's amazing. He actually moves like almost just like he does in the movie. Above BB-88, next to R2-D2, we have Tito. He is a small, brutish scavenger that roams Jakku's vast wasteland on his semi-mechanical Lugga-Beast. And this Lugga-Beast looks really cool. It looks like something from District 9, actually. And now on to one of the more exciting things about this poster. We see Finn to the right with a blue lightsaber and that really slick leather jacket. I love that jacket. He is a trained warrior and he's desperate to escape his past, according to the Star Wars website. He's plunged into adventure as his conscience drives him down a heroic but dangerous path. I am very curious indeed to learn how he gets that blue lightsaber. And once again, we have Rey in the middle of all this conflict. She's a resilient survivor, a scavenger toughened by a lifetime of dealing with the cutthroats of the harsh desert world of Jakku. Again, I am very curious about the symbolism with her being between the light and the dark. Maybe it's because she's a survivalist and that's all she really cares about. Maybe we're reading in too much, but I don't know. I'm curious and it's got my attention piqued. And now on to a question I'm sure many of you are asking, is that a Star Destroyer in the top right-hand corner of the poster? I do not believe it is. That is actually Starkiller Base. Of course, we aren't completely sure about that. However, there are a few things leading to this being credible. One, I don't believe that the First Order has the resources to build a Star Destroyer anymore. 2, Starkiller Base is an ice planet converted into a stronghold of the First Order, and it's armed with a fiercely destructive new weapon capable of destroying entire star systems. That is the description directly from the Star Wars website, so I believe that they hollowed out this ice planet and they converted it into the Starkiller weapons system. That is just about all the information we have on the contents of this poster, and I am super excited for that trailer tomorrow. Hopefully, we have a lot of our questions answered by tomorrow, but of course, there is always December 18th. Once again, thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope you found it entertaining or helpful. If you did, leave a like down below or subscribe for more Star Wars. We do all kinds of Battlefront footage and Star Wars videos in general as well, like this one. Until next time, take care. And may the Force be with you.